Explain the biggest advancements in HiFi history. You have 5 minutes.
The biggest advancements in HiFi history. It always helps to restate the question.
Wow.
Well, maybe we should go back to the original moon shot, 1969, like in the 60s. Let's go there.
That's a good place to start, actually,
Yeah.
because that is really profound. I don't think people, especially today, recognize quite how much of an advancement that is.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. They had to talk to each other on the moon,
Right.
with helmets on,
Would we have
with no air.
PCBs, cheap
right.
electronics, and microcontrollers and stuff like that without that? Would it have naturally evolved to the point
maybe.
where it is today? Probably
Maybe not
not
as quickly.
I think it probably shaved 20 years off the growth, and we would have been basically back in like the 70s, 80s or something like that.
They'd have the headsets on that they use in choppers in World War II or something. Did they have choppers in World War II?
No. Sure.
Whatever war is. That's actually their head. They had to have headsets back in World War II. They were communicating wirelessly, weren't they, in World War II?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the plane. So whatever the hell they had for headsets, they'd probably still have that.
That's what we would be using.
Yeah. Probably like Dave Clark headsets, right? They'd be green. I don't know if Dave Clark existed in the 40s. Not to be confused with Dan Clark. He's a different Clark.
Yes, of course.
But anyway, where were we?
3.5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, moonshot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, moonshot.
Well, yeah.
So-
I mean, it definitely, everybody was using tubes at that point.
Yeah.
So that was like the transition to solid state, more compact stuff, portable stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it was kind of the beginning of all that.
That's a big deal, but beyond that, right?
Yeah.
Then what happened?
I don't know.
So now we have like solid state stuff and cheap integrated
Well,
circuits.
Japan started shipping product into the U.S. Japanese receivers. That's where it kind of got going here. I think military people were bringing it in for some reason. I don't know why they had an easier way of.
But would you
shipping
call
stuff
that
into
big?
the
Because it
US?
was so slow then. You look today where we are, and now you have cheap wireless headphones, and they're cheap. I don't think people understand that's like a substantial thing, the cheap.
Yeah.
Things existing, that's only a small part of the equation. It needs to be cheap for the
I think they had
mass
cheap headphones
consumers
in the
to adopt it.
70s.
Yeah, but it needs to be
They had
easy and
expensive
work.
ones.
So now we have streaming services, cheap Bluetooth headphones. So it means it's easy enough, it works well
Yeah.
enough, everybody's doing it.
Right.
Now, I wasn't around too much around 50 years ago, so it's hard for me to say how things were back then.
Yeah. Well, they were wired.
Well, yeah.
But extrapolating,
They were all wired.
how many people were using headphones and playing music and stuff like that back then through headphone systems,
I don't
through
know. I mean,
portable systems?
a good friend of mine had given me a pair of Yamahas that he had back then. I think he paid $40 or $50 for, which were a lot.
Well, you're in a little different class, though. What about the
Yeah.
average person? Were people mowing their yard with headphones on?
I don't know. I mean, okay, he had a turntable, so you're right. It wasn't a different class, but what I'm saying is that I think headphones were popular in the 70s.
Yeah.
But in terms of saying, okay, what was a monumental leap from there? I don't know. They kind of went away after that in the 80s, didn't they? So what changed? Well, that would be
Streaming's pretty big.
Yeah,
is
I'd
what I'm
say it
getting
is.
at. Like streaming's huge. Is that one of the larger impacts? Because now,
because like
Yeah,
it
that's
was a
their
wedding,
grandma.
more recent.
like a wedding back in the day. If the guy didn't bring the album with him, you can't play that song, right?
Yeah, right.
So now it's like everybody's got every
well,
song.
the
in their
DJs
pocket.
at the say a wedding were spinning out records. That's what they were doing. In
Well,
fact,
yeah, I know, but they had to bring
those
them all
pro
with
dual
them.
turntables.
how did
with-
that work? How would they bring like
Yeah.
milk crates filled with records or
Well, you can only
something?
bring so many.
Yeah.
How many would you
Oh, yeah,
have?
they carried
50,
them in,
100,
yeah,
500?
they had. Well, they would.
You would
bring-
just have the bangers.
I think they would
though.
probably ask the people, "What do you want us
Yeah.
to play?" And then that
No,
would be
that, I
what
mean
they
that
play.
makes sense. I guess
And
it's
then-
basically the same now. but-
And then there was CD.
Same problem though. You
But
still had to bring them.
that was a monumental shift.
Yeah, well,
I mean, think about it. Yeah,
it was easier.
because now you don't have to have a needle.
CD from album was
Or
big,
turntable.
but it's not as big as streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Streaming now, everyone for a few dollars a month has everything.
but I think this is. I
Basically.
think we're talking more of a timeline, right? Weren't we? I don't know. We didn't really specify.
Well, the
this,
biggest
but
shift, we'll call it. I don't know. What
Biggest
happened that was
shift.
like a big thing?
That would be the latest.
There is one downside to streaming though. If you don't have any internet, then you don't have anything.
Yeah, you are kind of screwed.
You know?
Like the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
You know, where
We got
they
48
take down all
seconds.
the lines and stuff. You have no wireless. Yeah, that'd be a bitch.
I still think I'm going to go with streaming being one of the most important things, at least in the past. Well, yeah, for personal audio, I would say streaming is one of the most substantial. And beyond that, maybe the next would be wireless,
Well, we
Bluetooth,
have-
that sort of thing.
We have 30 seconds left, and maybe
Yeah.
we should talk about that real quickly. Like, what happens if we couldn't stream? What would you do?
Well, you're screwed.
You
One
sit
time the internet
underground.
went out, Yeah, like nobody
Run
has
your
physical,
fingernail
same
around
problem
the
with
record.
physical
What if you had
media.
no power?
Well, that's
You
a
stare at the
problem, too.
wall. I don't know. What else do you do?
I guess that's where
You question your
the
life
damn
choices.
guitar in the next room. At least you could strum it.
10 seconds.
So we all should start investing in having acoustic guitars, so we can
Oh,
at
is
least
that what it is?
yeah we could make some music,
Entertain
or
yourself?
any kind of instrument you blow into.
Generators and unnecessarily considerable fuel storage.
Yeah. And on that
And
note,
timer's up.
time is up. Yeah.
Maybe people out there could let us know what they think was a prolific change in the industry and caused new people to get involved and whatnot. It was a really paradigm shift, so to say, I guess. As always, if you have any ideas for a future video, let us know in the comments below, or you could send us an email, totl@abyssheadphones.com. And until next time, guys, take care.
See you guys.